Hi all, right, welcome back to more Combat Commander using James Watton's CC bot um, to, to play it solo. We're playing the first scenario, Fat Lip K. This is my part 4. I just had thoughts there about I haven't uploaded parts 2 and 3 yet, and I mean 1 was just the introduction showing things, so. And I had thoughts there about just maybe scrapping parts 2 and 3 and then just getting the app out and or even redoing this. It seems like a bit of a shame though, it's a couple of hours of video footage that I think I'm as well plodding on with this really. And the reasons being I'm still not sure if this is going right or not. And right, sorry if there's a bit of noise outside. Cause I've got the window open. It's quite warm today. I'm just not feeling like this is moving along for the bot very well, to be honest. And it looks similar to how when I watched Kevin's playthrough of it, whereas the bot just didn't seem to be getting the right things. And I know this can happen, and it could have happened for us right now. We might have the cards in hand. I feel like we can maybe manipulate better and discards from our hand, whereas this is left up to a random sort of dice draw. I mean, okay, how do you deal with that? The guys try to create something that might help pick orders in a random kind of way for you to carry out. So how do you deal with it? You either try this something like this, or you do it two-handed and do it yourself. So I'm not knocking it, but I do still wonder if the app might be a better way of trying this out. But I don't know. I think we should stick with this. Now, there's a couple of things that are bothering me though. The Germans got this unit eliminated. Should it? Sorry, it was there, wasn't it? Yeah, because I had to retreat. So first of all, should I have placed it there to start with? It was a poor positioning. It probably should have been placed in there. Or even one of these 2 hexes. It didn't need to be there. It could be adjacent to one of them, And not only that, we still have I have asked the question out there on James's file for this bot. But I still haven't had an answer yet. I wasn't expecting a quick answer, to be honest. Regarding the white 6 that you get, that gives you another chance of carrying out the action. And part of me feels like, although Kevin's explanation to why you wouldn't check that again, seems to make sense. You've not got the card in your hand, so why are you going to try it again? However, maybe it's meant to just be one of these things that the bot gets a wee extra shot at, and I feel like maybe I should have tried that. And not only that, the other thing that's bothering me about it is I've got the initiative card up there, and I think that might have been well worth using the initiative, just trading the initiative card over to try and keep that unit alive, to try and stop that from routing, because we knew it was going to rout and be eliminated. Don't get me wrong, we draw the card again and it could become, it could still have the same result, or the initiative card's then passed over to me and I could maybe chuck it back to him to draw it again if he did succeed. But I felt like maybe I should have chucked that in there. And I just feel like the Germans are not looking great and the game's not really starting much. Plus the fact, look at my hand full of fire cards. I've got 4 fire cards and a move card, but so what to do here? Well, I probably should just plod on with it and just get through this mission, and then I can do it again. And I'll just do a take 2 of it and hopefully do it better, and maybe just use the app instead. So maybe it's worthwhile just playing on with this and just seeing how this goes. Up to now, it's not really working very well for the AI. So maybe might just be that it's unlucky at the moment. It's just not, However, going back to it was a check for he got a move order. No, what did he get? Yeah, it's shown here. I've got a mark with this cube. So he got a special move order. That was it, right? And then the special move order can't do assault fire, but I wanted to check for smoke grenades. We'd done the first check. It got a 6 to start with, and it was a black whatever. That it was between 1 and 4 anyway. So smoke grenades. Then we rolled for a 5 here, and we got a 3. That failed. So in fact, I think that's the last card of the action deck there. Maybe a glary there, but that's the 3 that failed. But however, the previous one, well, if I look at the previous card, it'll be a 6 something. See, it's a 6-4, and that meant that it succeeded because it beat this 2, and the 4 was between 1 and 4, triggering smoke grenades. Because it was a white 6, it says that you're allowed to do this action again. I'm going to do this time. I know I didn't do it the first time. I'm going to do this. Should I bring the... No, I see, you can't bring the German unit back because like I say, I spent a route card to do it. I think we'll just accept that that guy's gone and just play it. Just play through this scenario like that. So I'm going to check for the smoke again though. The smoke grenades. So again we need to get a 2 or better. And we need between a 1 and 4 on the black dice. Okay, so I'm going to draw an action card again. Oh, we've got, well, there you go. We've got a 1. So it failed again, and well, the 6 wouldn't have got it either. So that's it. So we've had 2 shots at the smoke grenades, not happening. So, however, we do have a move order now for the Germans. So what we're going to do there, I mean, you've got, that's only 1 unit here. However, did I not say they could reach here? Which would be good, but the fact that I've just got a meager force now is kind of worrying me. But maybe these guys should come up here. The worry is that then I can bring my Russian units down here and come off the map edge and score points that way as well, can't I? But it still might be the better idea, and as long as I've got line of sight to these hexes down here that I can maybe fire on as they're coming down, possibly, and maybe try and grab these 3 objectives, because they're closer to this. So if I do move, thing is, okay, we're not meant to know what I've got in my hand as the Russians, but so. Then, right, where is line of sight from there? Now, hang on, that's got a range. Have these only got a range of 3? They do, yeah. That is the range. The middle number's the range. The German units have got a range of 5 then. I'm getting that right. Let's just double check that one. So maybe on the player aid. Maybe not. Yeah, so the range is the middle number. So in actual, this machine gun's got range on the building, but the units, say 1, 2, 3, none of them have range on that building, apart from the light machine gun and the medium machine gun there. It's going to open up as well, isn't it? So, well, if we activate this leader to activate this to move, and then we move 1, 2, right, hold on though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that light machine gun can fire down to there, and yeah, hold on though, this machine gun is going to be able to fire into that hex. So I possibly want to just kind of stay in the woods then. 2, 3, and when I reach there though, that light machine gun will be able to fire. So that's a problem. 2, 3, and then that would be 4, 5. Thing is, he's going to get shot at there, and he's going to get shot when he enters the building. Man, unless I just put them in this building here. Maybe that's wiser. Is there not points? There was not points for number 5. There is. There's 3 There's 3 extra points for this, and remember you got the 2 for each one of them. So this is worthy of take it, but we can move them together so that he keeps the +2 of the thing. Oh, hold on. These only a movement of 4. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, but you get the +2 for that. You get the 2 for that. Feels like this is maybe not the right thing to do. The other thing is, if I do that, and if he opportunity fires with this... No, the thing is, if I move into there, he's going to opportunity fire with that. Use the fire card to activate a unit to fire. Yeah, you do, yeah. So he's going to get to fire once into there, and then he's going to get to fire once into there. But when I move into there, can he opportunity fire with that as well? I would think he maybe could. Oh, let's just take a chance with this. And if this goes all wrong, then I think I'm quite keen on maybe starting again anyway. So we're going to activate this and this, and we're going to group move these then. So I'm going to move them both into here for 2. And hold on, I think he can probably fire. Oh no. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6. He's actually going to be able to fire from there, isn't he? Well, I mean, I've got the terrain there, so... I think I've got to do something, haven't I? Can't just sit about. And even if I moved into there, that can alt fire from there as well. Right, let's just move into there. So we're going to stop him there and say we're going to do an action to opportunity fire. That's concealment, ambush. I've got 3 with concealment, so I'll use one of them, I think. So we're going to play an op fire action. And activate this machine gun to fire at them. That doesn't trigger anything because this isn't a fire action. This is an opportunity fire action. Yeah, so that is different actually, because if it was a fire order, then he's got a chance of a concealment. But this is a different thing, isn't it? Thing is, concealment on the card says play before making a defense roll. Reduce fire attack total by the cover and the targeted hex. So can you not play a concealment as an action if you were getting opportunity fired on? I'm assuming not. Yeah, I'm assuming not. Okay. Bot plays special fire. Or has a token on a special fire order during an op fire. Eh? Just wonder what that means. This is when he's got a special fire order, the bot. Bot plays special fire order, or has a token on a special fire order during an op fire. I'm assuming it's meaning when he has an op fire. Yeah, it must be. And that. So does that mean that that's sitting on? If one of the tokens were sitting on one of these fire tokens and he was doing an alt fire, that would trigger that. I think so. Right, I didn't hear any of that getting mentioned actually when None of that came up in Kevin's videos either, I don't think. Okay, I don't think it's not relevant to this anyway. So yeah, so he's firing with. Now we've also got a crossfire action here, on the Russian hand. Add +2 when firing at a moving target. Well, let's see what he's got. He's only got a strength. He's only got a firepower of 3. He's got the range. So the terrain is a 2, isn't it? The cover is a 2. Is there anything to being a moving target that gives you any? Well, it's not going to be in terrain, is it? Just wonder if there's any modifier to having a moving target. Right, hang on, well, here's fire attack here. Okay, something else I'll not clear off here. So it shows you the op fire procedure. Generally, when the active player is performing a move order, he should count aloud his units' accumulated movement points expenditure and each hex as it is entered. Each time such an expenditure is made, the inactive player has the option to call out wait and temporarily halt movement. If he does, he may choose to do either or both of the following. He can then play a fire action from his hand and activate one or more units to fire at that hex, exactly as if you were activating units for a fire order. So I'm wondering, I don't think we can do this though, but the sergeant's there, so we could activate that and that, I think. But, well, I'm saying I don't think we can activate this because it's not got a line of sight on the target, whereas this does. But then the next bit says it can make one fire attack against that hex with any of its units that were activated for op fire at any point during the same move order. So can it activate this for opportunity fire even though it can't see this at the moment? Because obviously if he then moves into here next or ends up in here, then I can fire. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I would think that if you were carrying out the op fire, you need to be able to see it. Doesn't seem to be anything that detrimental to be moving, apart from the fact that you can get hit with that crossfire card, I suppose. Okay, this is interesting then. So, O20 is the fire order rules. O20.1, it's suspected targets. It says, for a fire order to be announced, at least one of the activated units or its weapon must have an enemy unit within both its line of sight and range. So it gives you a wee sort of example. You can activate Leader A to fire, who then activates Squad B. You can activate Leader A to fire, who then activates Squad B. This is legal. Squad B is the only one of the two with both line of sight and range to an enemy unit. You could also activate a 2-range team to fire even if the nearest enemy unit is 3 or more hexes away. If that team is carrying a weapon capable of firing at that enemy unit. I think that's kind of saying we can do this. So I can, because I'm not so sure the leaders got line of sight on this anyway, but that's not what we're doing. As long as something's got line of sight, so I can activate this and this, I think, to op fire. This isn't going to be able to fire. Is that not what that's saying? At least one of the activated units or its weapon must have an enemy unit within both its line of sight and range. I'm just going to go for this, I think. And I'm going to activate both of these. The light machine gun and the medium machine gun. Now, like I say, this can't fire on this, but this can. So I'm going to do that. Now, are we going to use that crossfire? I don't think so. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should. I did kind of want to have a move order in my hand, maybe. I mean, we've got all these fire order cards. I don't think I'll do that. I think we'll just fire like that. So it's going to be 3 against, well, whatever we roll, and they're going to get. Well, we're going to check the morale. The thing is, the morale's going to be pretty good because he's 9. He doesn't get the +2, but they're both 9 then, aren't they? And they're in a hex. It's got 2, which is 11. Then they roll a dice as well. Maybe I should use a crossfire then. Yeah, let's use the crossfire card as well then. So that's an action that says add +2 when firing at a moving target. So his firepower now is going to be 5. Let's do that. Okay. So 5, and then plus whatever he draws here is a 9. That's not bad. So 14. So 14 is the fire attack. I'll put that dice on the 14 there. Put it up there just to say that he's firing with 14. So they've got to check now. Now I want to check the unit first, because if you check the leader first and he breaks, then he doesn't give the +2. So that's the way you do it, and you do it opposite way when you're trying to rally, isn't it? So he's got 7, but +2 for that is 9. +2 for the woods is 11. So I mean, he only needs to be at 14. So 11, and I'll just draw the card and show it here. So this is his defense roll. 11 plus a 7. That's not an event. I thought all the 7s were event, but there you go. It's not. It mustn't be all of them. So 11 plus 7 is 18. So the unit's fine. The squad's fine, and then the leader is 11 as well, because 9 plus the 2. So 11 plus 7, right, that is an event this time. So, and that's 18. So he's fine as well, but we do need to do the event first. So we flip this over for an event. The event says place a blaze marker in a random hex. Okay. So I've got to draw a card for a random hex now. So the random hex is C9. Now that's relevant to, let's hold that there, because that, oh no, the weapon's away. That was relevant to checking if the weapon was eliminated or not. Oh well, the weapon's away anyway because the unit's away. So C9, and we're looking for a blaze marker. Wait, hang on. Right, C9. Oh, it's over here actually, isn't it? In fact, I'm covering it up. Here. Maybe not so relevant, because that does block line of sight. There you go, it says blocks line of sight. So, however, it doesn't do any more than that. So both the German units, well, the squad and the leader are okay. We've done the event. That's that then. So that goes away, and we can carry on with our move now. But remember, these are activated for opportunity fire, both of them. Hopefully I've got that right. So the fact that they're both going to be able to fire on it, and oh wait a minute, I wanted to check this hex here. Does that cross through that though? No. This yellow stuff, I don't know what that is. It's like fields or something, isn't it? Who's the terrain card? Yeah, it's field. Line of sight, it's got a 1. Is that the hindrance, maybe? Line of sight, it just says 1. I think that means that it's going to add 1 to it's a hindrance, I think. This number is the train's hindrance. Right. Right, hang on. Oh! well, I don't know. I'm looking at this. Maybe I'm getting this wrong. I'm looking down the bottom here. There's the field there, and for line of sight, the field is got a 1. And it says down here, line of sight column, if it's got that, the terrain is an obstacle, no same level line of sight may be traced through the actual depiction of the artwork. And then it's got number. It says this number is the terrain's hindrance and reduces the targeting roll firepower off same level, fire attached through it by that number. Hindrances are not cumulative. So I think that number 1 is a hindrance number, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not applying in this case anyway, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm just wondering if we might be better going for this one now that we know if we move in there, both of these are going to fire. It's going to be 2 separate fires though, isn't it? That's not a fire group, isn't it? So they're going to be 2 separate ones. Whereas I go in here, he's going to fire. Then I go in there, then they're both going to fire. I think I'd like to try and get to this hex, so let's do it then. Let's do it. So they've spent 2 movement. So I'm going to spend 1 more to move into here. And then they're going to fire again, Mop fire. Again, this can't see. But unfortunately, this time now we're on. Oh, we're getting a -1, aren't we? If we go with that, do that. However, he's not getting the +2 this time. Yeah, maybe see again. Maybe should have kept that. What was that? The +2, the crossfire, for the chance of moving into better terrain. But I suppose, to be honest, I was planning on just going into there next. Well, there you go. He shouldn't really know what we're going to do, to be honest. Well, we take that chance then and go for objective number 5. Yeah. Oh, and there's something I'm going to fix with the victory points as well, which I've not done. Well, let's finish this off first. So moving into there, he's going to upfire again. He's got a 3, and we've got a -1 in that hex. So a 3 plus, a 3 plus 6 is only a 9. So I don't think that's going to. So it's only got a 9 attack this time. Right, and then so the unit's going to check. He's 7 +2 for the leaders, 9 -1 for the terrain. So he's on an 8, and we roll a 5. So that's fine. 13 beats 9. That's fine. And then for the leader, he's on a 9 plus -1 as well. So he's on an 8. He needs to be a 9. Yeah, these are guaranteed to beat, aren't they? But you still got to draw the cards. With a 10, so he's good as well. So that's fine. They can take that away again, and then they can carry on moving. So this time, now we're going to move into the building with both of them. Right, let's resolve the fire though. So this time, both of these are going to opportunity fire. And my take is they must have to do it in separately. Hope this is right. This could be all wrong. Well, maybe we'll put this scenario down to a wee practice session, and we can, and work out if the physical bot is up to scratch, and maybe move on to the digital one, and maybe iron out some things that I'm getting that I might be getting wrong here. So we'll do the fire again. So he's firing with us. So again, it's 3 and whatever he gets to fire with. That's an 8 this time, so that's 11, so slightly better. But I think the fact he's in the building, so 11. Is the building 3 then defense? It's 3 cover for the building. So so he gets 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 3 is 12. So he's beat it already, isn't he? Yeah, okay, so a 12, but we still need to draw a card. 12 and 6 is fine, no triggers. And then for the leader is 9, 10, 11, 12, and 9 is 21. So, and then no triggers. And then so now the medium machine gun's going to fire. Now he's got an attack of 6. Oh, wait now, we're coming across that fence that way. Right, we weren't hitting any fences coming the other way. So the fence, maybe 100s, maybe? Fence 1. Well, it's got 1/0 with 2 asterisks. Line of sight is clear if the fence / wall is one of the 6 hex sides of the firer's target hex. Ah, I see. So if he was sitting in this hex, it wouldn't count for nothing. However, that's not the case, so there is going to be 100/1 now. I think. Or a fence. 2. Line of sight is clear of is one of the 6 hex sides of the firer's. Oh, of the firer's / target's hex. So it isn't going to count. Line of sight is clear if the fence / hex / wall is one of the 6 hex sides of the firer's or target's hex. So it's going to be 0 because that is one of the 6 sides of the target's hex. What it means is if we were further back, like, you know, if we were there and we were further back, this would give the hindrance. So no hindrance. He's firing with a 6, so we get a 6 and an 8. So that's 14. He's firing what? Yeah, 14. But these guys are 12. They're both 12, aren't they? Yeah. So it's only going to be a double 1 that's going to cause trouble. So we'll do the squad first. There are 9, 10, 11, 12 for the defense. So 12 plus 7. It's another event. So he's okay, but we need an event first. The event says scrounge. Return an eliminated weapon to play under your control. Okay. Well, I think we can do that actually, because the unit got eliminated and the weapon. So I'm just going to take that as. So there's the white machine gun. I mean, it was broken at the time, but I don't think that keeps that information. I'm going to assume it doesn't. So we're going to bring that back. I just wonder if we should maybe put it. I guess we just get to put that on a squad, I guess. I could put it here, but I think it might be better placed down here. Yeah. Because I don't think it's benefiting up there, because all the Russian units are going to be in range of this anyway. So yeah, I'm going to put it down here on. Well, no, the suppressed guy then. So I'll put it on this guy then. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so that was that event. So that was checking on the squad. He's fine. Now we're rolling on this. This is a 12 as well. We got another fake card of the German. We got another event. Okay, this could be good for the Germans then. So that's fine. He's good, and we're getting but before the event has to trigger resolve first. Malfunction. Okay, that can be good. Break the unbroken weapon closest to a random hex. Okay, break the unbroken weapon closest to a random hex. Well, let's hope it doesn't break the weapon that would just go back in play. So here's the random hex. B5. Well, that could be. Oh, that's going to be. Oh, oops. Right, this has been a good move for the Russians then, I think. B5 is here. The unbroken weapon nearest to that is this one. So we're going to break that. So that's good as well for them. So that flips over. Then we resolve the defense roll, which was fine. Oops. Come on. Oh, come here. Right. making a mess of things here. Right. And the defence row for him was good. So that's it, and then we're stopping there. We're not moving any further. I think we might have movement points left, but I maybe got one left. Where did we start there? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 2 to move into the building as well? Yeah. So it was 5 to move in, but remember he was getting +2 from him, so he was 6 movement, and that was 6 movement as well. So they did have 1 movement left, but they're not going to move any further from there. So so we've taken objective 5. Sorry, they've taken objective 5. And this is where I have to fix something, because when the Russians took objective number 2, I gave them the 1 victory point for this. I don't know if that's focusing or not, because that's objective 2. It says you get 1 victory point, but I didn't give them the 2 victory points for this one. For any of the 5 hexes, you get 2. So they should have got 3 points. They had 1 from something else. Well, hang on. No, they eliminated 1 of the German units. And I've counted 1 for that, and then eliminated German units. So they're actually getting another 2. So they're up to 5. However, that's going to come down now a bit, because the Germans have just taken number 5, and number 5 says it's worth 3 points on that one, and it's worth 2 points on the other one. So they're getting 5 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're actually back at 0 now. So they've squared the game up there. There you go. Yeah, it's funny. I'm looking up at that initiative card there and saying, I think I said already right at the beginning that I would forget about that sort of thing. It's the sort of things I forget about. So I will need to be more careful with that. But we'll just keep playing it out and see what happens. Because I guess I might be making mistakes as well, and then hopefully somebody can correct me and I can start this again. I like the cards. I like all the events and that. I like that side of the game. I wish it was more playable as a solo game. That's the thing, yeah. And I guess that's why I'm hoping that this is going to do it. But again, maybe the app will be a better way to do it. Maybe that's where we need to go. So where are we now then? Well, that's them finished their order, isn't it? So that was their move order done. Yeah, that's fine. So that was their second order. So this now that's the end of their turn. That resets. They draw up to their hand size. Remember, we were going hand size. So they draw another 2 cards, and I'll tuck them underneath. Keep them in that order. So they've got their 5 cards back, and then that's it. It's back over to the Russians. Okay, so back to us, and interestingly, we've only got 3 cards in our hand, and yeah, don't think we get to refill our hand until it's the end of our turn. I think that's what happens, isn't it? End of turn. Yeah, it is. I don't need to start looking through that. So we've only got a fire order, but that could be fine. So yeah, but you can see it's pretty tough. Do we have any? There was no actions on them, was there? We just got concealment and ambush. And remember, these guys are 1, 2, 3. These are not in line of, in range. And this weapon's now broken as well. Yeah, that's the thing. They could have activated both of them. Well, hold on here. If I've activated them in the Russians' turn, in the Germans' turn to op fire, is this a new turn? Can I activate them again? I think so. I think it's a different turn. I know I can't play a fire order right now to fire with that and then activate it again this turn to fire again. I know I can't do that, but I think if it's separated by turns, that feels about right to me. I should probably put a little control marker on that hex for the Germans down here. While they're occupying it, obviously they've got control of it anyway, but I'll put it there just in case I move it, just in case they do move. Okay, So, an ambush and a concealment. So I'll keep an ambush and a concealment. Right, so, well, we're going to play another fire order then. And use this medium machine gun, I guess. But see, it feels like it's... What is it, 6? We're firing with 6 and whatever we roll. Well, let's say you get lucky and roll... Well, what's the most you can get is a 12. And then that's a time trigger and other things happen. But let's just say it's a 12, so that's 18. They're going to be rolling... They're going to be starting on a 12. Well, that's beatable. Yeah, that is doable. Well, nothing else we can chuck at it. We need to play something, or discard cards, or... I dare say you can discard 0 cards, and then I'd be able to draw back up to my hand size of 5, but... Thing is, these guys are probably not going to move again. I mean, okay, they could do with taking this objective as well, but I think they're going to try and hold that there. Right, okay, so we're going to use this and we're going to fire. We're going to activate the medium machine gun again, the squad with the medium machine gun, and fire on the German hex here. Now, so opponent plays a fire order. So they're not the scenario defender, so none of them work. So they do have a chance at concealment. I think we tried this already. So let's go and look at this again. So the one up the top there, opponent plays a fire order. So I'm going to draw. Now their action chit is still away down at a 2. So we only need a 2 in the white dice, but we've got to get a 1, 2 or a 3 in the black dice for it to work. So this is off the action deck. Drawing a card. Here we go. We've not got the 1. we got so they failed again at even getting the action, which would knock the action chit down again, but it's right down at the lowest position, so right, so they're not doing any concealment then. Right, so back to the fire then. So medium machine gun firing in here with a 6 plus whatever it draws. It's drawing a 10 and it's got a sniper. Zoom that out a little bit. So sniper means we draw a... So hang on, he's got a 10. Well, that's pretty good actually. So he's got a chance, so it's 6 and 10, 16. So his firepower is 16. The sniper, we just draw a random hex, don't we? And then it's in the hex or adjacent that causes a breakage, I think. Right, let's draw for the hex. We get A4. So A4 is, it's quite close to himself. Mind you, yeah, this is an optional thing. It's whoever draws it. So if it was one of the Russian units, A4 is here. So any unit in here or adjacent would be possibly broken. But pretty sure when I look that up, this is a May, isn't it? It's just, yeah, I know it is, but sniper. Yeah, I didn't realise there's an index at the back of this as well, which is really good. Sniper trigger 1.9.13. So at the beginning. 1.9.13 sniper. The player rolling the sniper trigger reveals the top card of his draw pile and ignoring everything else reads aloud the random hex on that card. That player may then select one unit in or adjacent to that hex and break it. So there's a magic word there, may. So obviously if it's one of his own units, he's not going to do it. Right, so back to the attack roll with 6, the attack of 16. On the rifle squad, they've got a 7 plus the 2 from the leader plus the 3 is 12. So a 12, they've got to beat a 16. 12 plus 7 and another event for the Germans. So they're good, but however we need the event checked first. So event is a hero. If not already in play, place a German hero in a friendly hex. Rally up to 1 broken unit there. Okay, I remember some of the stuff about that, so I'm going to leave that there just now. Well, we need to find the hero first. Is there more than one, or is it... I'm assuming there's maybe just the one, because it says that if not already in play. Right, let me go and try and find them. Okay, I think I've got him. I mean, I've got this guy. So he says he's a hero. Detail, hero of the Reich. We're looking at the rules on page 19 about heroes. It shows the American one there. Lucas, American hero. So he must place it into any friendly hex. I'm assuming a friendly hex means a unit with some unit in it. Or could that be something that we've got occupied, like control of? Friendly hex. Okay. He must place it into any friendly hex. If he does, he may rally one broken unit in that placement hex. Well, we've no got anybody to rally. Heroes are leaders in every respect, with two exceptions, it says. A hero never earns its owner exit VPs, nor does the opponent ever gain VPs for its elimination. Yeah, I remember reading about this, and we should be quite bold with these guys because they're not going to get victory points from them dying, so take chances with them, basically. Because we could draw the event again. If we draw the event again and he's in play, we don't get another hero. However, if he's been eliminated and he's tried something, heroic, then and failed and got killed, then we chance of bringing him back onto the board again. An exited, eliminated hero is always put back in the counter mix, never in the casualty track. So yeah, like I just said, a hero may be activated more than once per turn. Thus allowing it to perform more than one order per turn, right? That's another one I'm going to maybe forget, I think. So it gives you a wee sort of tip here. Heroes enjoy running full speed up an open road towards an objective hex. They also love to charge machine gun nests in order to take them out in close combat. Other useful tasks for heroes will no doubt be discovered by the player well versed in Hollywood war movies. Right, okay, so yeah, I mean, I feel tempted to put him in here, and he's not going to add to the stack. And well, he would actually. He is a figure, but we've only got five figures in there, so I think that's fine. I think he'd be better placed down there than down with the other guys. So he says he's a leader. I mean, you can see he's only got a 0. So he can activate things, but they would have to be in the same hex. Maybe. No, I think I do want to put him up here, actually. So, yeah, the hex is not quite big enough for that, even though they're big. Well, I can put him on top there, I think. I think we know he's in the same hex as this. And he could have a go. I mean, his strength is only 2 there, but he's talking about rushing in, and his movement's 7. So he could run right up there and go into the hex and just go daft, eh? Okay, I'm going to put him there. He can't rally anybody. So that was the event. And this was checking on the squad, wasn't it? So that was all good, because the 7 plus the 12 is 19, beating the 16, so that's fine. We do need to now check for the... Is that right? Was that the check for the squad? I think it was, yeah. So we're now checking for Lieutenant. Now, me putting him into that hex, is he affected by the fire now? I wouldn't think so, but if he is, we might not want to do that. Let's check for this leader first, because we know we've got to check for him. So he's got 9 plus the 3 is 12. Needs a 16 or better. 12 plus 10 is 22, so he's good. Let me just go and see if maybe this has been asked on BGG. Okay, I thought it was going to have to make this defense roll, but because there's quite a few threads out there discussing when a hero comes in, certain triggers happening, and what when it's in melee, can it go into melee and things like that. But gets pointed out here And this roll here, 20.3.4 fire defence roll. And at first I thought it was suggested that he did make the roll, but it's clear here. A player has to make a fire defence roll one at a time in any order desired for each of his units that were in a hex at the moment that a fire attack roll was made against it. So there we go. The hero was not there when the fire attack roll was made against it. Was made against the hex, that is. So, and yeah, the other thing that was pointed out, that this number's set in because one of the questions was, can a hero come in, rally a leader who's just been broken, and it was, yeah, and he's broken, he's going to break again, but the roll is going to break him again, eliminating him. However, it triggers a hero. The hero comes in, flips him back to his good side, and then the morale roll will flip him back again to broken. So he'll not be eliminated, but he'll just be broken, I think. I think that's what it is. So it's all about the timing of this, and the timing, this is set in, it's already been decided, this is the number. He wasn't there when that number was decided, so he doesn't get checked for that. So I think all good there. And then, so the Germans have coped with that pretty well then. So they're still pretty good. I mean, okay, they probably should have another squad with them, or if not, maybe a team, because we had was it White Wounds we were contemplating, and we chose not to roll again on that. So I think maybe I should just have rolled again, because it doesn't say that in the rules. Although this is the bot rules, it's not part of the Combat Commander rules. But interpreting the rule in the bot rules, if we were to interpret it the same way as you're meant to do in Combat Commander rules, then it doesn't say nothing about the fact that it's saying that there's no card in his hand, blah blah blah. It's not giving an explanation for that, so maybe I should have just went with it. However, that's water under the bridge, so we'll just need to let that go. Right, that was the Russians' turn. They've only got fire orders left, and yeah, I mean, they already activated this. Well, they would have activated this to fire as well, but his machine gun's broken. Hold on. Did we draw a hex? We did. No, was that not what broke it? I get the feeling I drew a hex number while this was broken, did I not? Okay, well, you know what? I'm probably going to stop this video, so yeah, because A4 is shown here on top, I think. Yeah, because there we go. There's a card below this. It was a sniper, and we drew A4. Is that right? And it says whenever a hex number is drawn, it's not going to affect it anyway, is it? Right, hopefully I'm going to double check this on the video footage, but because it's a 1 to 2 is going to fix it, and the number was a 4. However, it's not eliminating it because it would be a 7 to 10. I think that's how that works. Whenever you draw a hex number, well, let's go and look, Grant. So this is weapon, fixing a weapon, right? Yeah, broken weapons, 11.4 on page 9. Whenever a player checks for a random hex, either via sniper or due to certain events, the hex number is compared to that on every broken weapon in play. This happens before the result of the event sniper itself is implemented. If the number falls within the weapon's fixed range, it's flipped back over to its unbroken side. If it falls within the weapon's eliminated range, it's eliminated, placed in the weapon space of the casualty track. Otherwise, the weapon remains broken. So, yeah, it was a 4 that we got. So it's staying broken anyway. Okay, good. Well, that was good. I mean, I quite enjoyed that, and I like the fact that the Germans don't look like they're completely out of it. Although they do look like they're up against a force here. Now, I've not, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about going into melee and how good that is an idea for maybe the Russians to consider going in here, but I don't know really. But I mean, they've got the other force up there as well, And I'm starting to think maybe I might not bring these up here then, because with that hero appearing as well, maybe just let him have a wee shot at things. And again, it depends, because we don't know what's in the German hand. You know, I can't look at the hand and say, oh, I've got a move order, I've got a fire order, I've got this, that, and the next thing. It's all based on this. And if I was using the digital, it's all based on a click of a button. It'll tell me I've got a move order, I've got a fire order, I've got a route order. It'll just tell me, and that'll be that. But it's got to be done that way. It's got to be done that way. If you're not willing to do it two-handed, Grant, this is the second best thing. And like Scott mentioned to me in his comment on BGG of the first video, it gives you a sort of 50% opponent, and yeah, he's probably right. And I think anybody that's played this game face to face with somebody else, you know, says that's the way to play it. I'm not trying to say it's not. It's just that kind of thing's not for me, and I'd like to enjoy this game. So I'll get 50% enjoyment maybe, Scott. Yeah, but no, I'm not knocking your point. It's a fair point, yeah. So they've got 2 cards left, so we need to draw back up to 5. So he gets a move order with light wounds, which is good. Well, I think we wanted there's another move order with light wounds, and then 1 more card. We get a route order with sustained fire. Add +2 when firing a mortar or machine gun. The fire attack roll is doubles break it. Well, we've certainly got that machine gun, although we've got 1 machine gun broken now as well, so yeah. Right, okay. Right, I might get back for another little part tonight. I was thinking about going over the other table, but I'm liking that. I like this. I do. I like the cards side of things. Well, we don't know what the Germans are going to do next. It's them to go next. But what would we be doing next? I mean, I think what I need to do is maybe look at the rules a bit more about going into melee. And we obviously want ambush. We do have 1 ambush card in our hand. And remember, when it comes down to melee, my guess is that if we look up out there, a melee cards ambush, so they're going to need a 5 or greater on the card to trigger an ambush card. But we've guaranteed one. We've got an ambush card in our hand. I want to say an ambush just breaks a squad, breaks a unit. But I'm going to have to look at the rules a bit more on that. Because I think to get into that hex, I don't think we can just move in. I think it's going to be an advance order from being adjacent to it and advance into the hex. I think that's how it works. Any's out there that played the game will know for sure how all that works. Right, okay, I'll get away for now, and I'll hopefully be back with another bit sometime soon. Cheers.